And we're back for the men's seniors 400 meter hurdles. Nice quick start from the athletes. And about halfway through the race. And it's that man with the UJ jersey in the lead so far. And now onto that second last corner. Running strong. Looking really good. Quite a huge gap that he has created. And now coming right onto that corner. Last 100 meters to go. And he's still going. No one's going to catch him. Right down the middle, 50 meters. He's going all the way. Is anyone going to catch him? No. Easy as you like it. Beautiful running from the man from UJ. And now into the second heat, men's seniors 400 meter hurdles. And now in the lining blocks. And it's heat 2, men's seniors 400 meter hurdles. And they're underway. Nice solid start. Nicely done through that first hurdle. On to the next. Still going strong. And about halfway into this race. The under 18s, final men under 18 hurdles. A nice strong start from that man, Deacon Rousseau. And out to the 100 meter line. Who's going to take it? Is it Kopoto Moriti? He's looking strong. Or is it Duncan Rousseau? He's going to have to work hard for this one. Does he get there? Does Duncan get there? Yes, he does. Finishing strong is Duncan Rousseau. Beautiful running from the young man. 54.84 is the time. Beautiful running that was. And now the second semi-final. Men under 18, 400-meter hurdles. And now the athletes ready to line up. Men's under 18, 400-meter hurdles. Almost 5 o'clock here in Joburg. Auckland Park, UJ Athletic Stadium. We've had some fantastic running today. We've had some good displays on the track and on the field. And there we go. Men's under 18, 400-meter hurdles. Nice strong start through that first hurdle. But now he's losing that lead. Now halfway through the race. Nice strong running from that man. And now running onto that second curve. Still in the lead now, opening up the cap. Will anyone catch him? He's flying into that last curve. Running like a wind. And now that last 100 meters. And he's coming in strong. Looking stronger and stronger. Will anyone stop him? Will anyone catch him? I do not think so. And now through the 50-meter line. And he's still running to the finish line. Well done to that man. 52.99 is the time. Beautifully ran. Good running from the young athletes. And up next, we have the final for the girls under 16, 300 meter hurdles. 47.40 seconds is the SA qualifying time. The athletes will be hoping to finish right under that 47.40 seconds. The ladies lining up now. First lane we have Princess Madiga from Boxer Athletics Club, followed by Anya Kotia from upcoming Trek Stars, Caitlin Dufloy from Tuskola Athletics Club, Shane Erasmus, Alpaca Athletics, Isabella McLeod from Campis Athletics Club, Lenka Dutoid, Alpaca, Bieka van der Merwe, Horschool Norjevo, and last lane, number 8, Nate Forster from Horschool Norjevo. So quite an interesting race upcoming. Final girls under 16, 300 meters hurdles. Hurdles obviously not being an easy race. It requires quite a lot of practice and good technique as well. Just not about how fast you go, but how good your technique is. So it's probably the athlete with the better technique is gonna win today. And now as we wait for the girls' final under 16 300 meter hurdles. For those of you guys joining us now, we are live at Auckland Park, Johannesburg, at the UJ Athletics Stadium. Day 2 of the Central Gauteng Athletics Track and Field Provincial Championships. A lot of young athletes looking to prove themselves. Some of the best athletes in the province going head to head against each other here today. Cream of the crop, best of the best. And as we see the ladies lining up. And the ladies are underway. Good start by the ladies. Nice strong start, strong running. Early on, good momentum, good technique. Still going strong. And are coming through that last curve. Keeping that momentum. Proper technique again. And now it's tied. Going head to head. It's the last 100 meters. Who will get this one? They're running shoulder to shoulder. Very close race this one is. Who's gonna clutch it? And he gets there. Beautifully done. Wow, there was some running. From the final of the boys under 16, 300-meter hurdles. Now moving on, it is the girls' final under 16, 300-meter hurdles. Well, this is it, ladies. This is what you've been working for. This is the moment. As we look at that lineup, Princess Matika in the first lane, followed by Anya Kotia. And right behind her is Caitlin Duploy. Fourth lane is Shanae Erasmus. Isabel McLeod on that fifth lane. Lenka Tutoit on the sixth lane. Miaka van der Merwe from Hoërskool Noordheuvel, 7th. And on the last lane is Forster from Hoërskool Noordheuvel as well. What a race we have in store for you guys. It's the ladies, or girls rather, under 16, 300-meter hurdles. Not the semis, not the hits, but the final. So there's a lot on the line, there's a lot to run for. Who will be crowned the winner of the girls under 16 300-meter hurdles for Central Gauteng? All quiet now, and we're underway. Explosive start from the ladies. Nice, good technique on those first hurdles. And now going into that corner. Running very strong. Good technique. That's one of the most important things when it comes to hurdles. Good technique. And now coming around that last corner. It's the girls under 16. 300-meter hurdles final. And who's gonna take it? It looks like it's Isabella McLeod. Lenka Tutoit, does she get it? She's giving everything. Lenka Tutoit, she's gonna have to work hard for this one, and she clutches it. 42.74 is the time. From Lenka Tutoit. Oh my goodness, girls under 16, 300-meter hurdles final. She really had to dig deep for that one. McLeod Isabel making a fight for the first place. Breathing down her neck. But it matters not. Because it is Lenka Dutoit of Help Makaar Athletics Club who will be crowned the champion of the girls under 16 300-meter hurdles. up next we have the women's 400-meter hurdles. So it appears that the athletes were combined due to insufficient numbers. So we're gonna have a mix of under 18, under 20, and senior athletes running both. And next up, women's 400-meter hurdles. So for all of you at home, it's going to be mixed. Not enough numbers, so we're going to have a mixed race of both under 18, under 20, and the senior hurdlers due to insufficient numbers. So very quite interesting mix-up that we have here. Very interesting to see how some of the youngsters do against some of the senior athletes in this lineup. The ladies preparing themselves, trying to get nice and warm for the race, making sure those muscles are nice and relaxed. You don't want to run with tense muscles because then you're going to start getting cramps and whatnot. So we want to make sure that they are nice and warmed up before the race. And there we go into the starting blocks. Now all quiet. And we are underway. Girls 400-meter hurdles. All about technique here. Very good so far from the ladies. Good technique. Strong start. Going strong. Some strong runners in this lineup. And now into that last bend. Still going strong. Nice strong runners. Very competitive so far. Can't really choose a winner. And coming along that last bend. Into now their 100. As one of the UJ ladies in the lead. Will anybody catch her? Looks like they are. Or are they not? It's the last hurdle. Now on the 50. Everything on the line. And it's Maria Jenkins. Clutches it in the last few meters. Came from the shadows. Did not have the best of starts, but a really, really good finish from her. And there's your winner there on screen, wearing orange. And next up is the men's under 18 400 meter decathlon. Very interesting lineup. George Braun in that 4th lane. Jordan Hector in the 5th lane. Bulelani Makaka in that 6th lane. France Yoveneriwa in the 7th lane. And Luanda Machaba making up that lineup at lane number 8. Final main under 18 400 meter decathlon.
So welcome back to the Central Gauteng Athletics Under 16 Youth, Junior, Under 23 and Senior Championships. We move over in our program to the 5,000 meters. This should be a really exciting race. We start with the seniors. Senior women. Let's see if they can get anything inside sort of that 18-minute mark. That would be really good. 18:40 is the South African qualification standard. We've got a good, capable field here as well. It will consist of 18 senior women athletes. UJ have got a couple like they've had throughout the day. Musale Tobechane, Faith Mapena, Tina Sitole, Nolutando Mampanane. As they go off and underway, this is a rather big field. I wouldn't be surprised if they've combined both the under-20s as well as the senior women, by just judging by the size of the field that we have here. So let's see who's brave over the 12.5 laps. Can feel like a really long time out there, but 18 minutes is some decent running if these girls can't get within that time. We'll see. It'll give us an indication as the race goes on. 37 seconds for the first 200-meter split, and now they'll have 12 laps around the track. This looks like it is a combined race of senior women as well as under 20 women, so giving a bit of an opportunity for the under 20s to run against the seniors. So it looks like steady, decent running here so far. Oh, it's a big field, this. The lead time in the world, if we look at 5,000 meter running, is around 13:58. And that's the likes of Beatrice Chibete, the Kenyan international, who runs it in a phenomenal time. Don't think we'll see anything along those lines here today, but there's the first 600 meters completed just inside 2 minutes. It's a race that can change hands at any given moment, this 5,000 meters. It is indeed one of the difficult races on the track, purely by virtue of how long the race is. You often find your athletes that usually run really well over the 3,000 meters, also dibbling and dabbling over this 5-kilometer distance. Our race leader here has got a healthy gap that she's establishing. Like I've said, looks like it's a combined race, so we'll get an indication of who our race leader is in a moment. Really good distance that she's establishing to the rest of the field over the 5 kilometers. We had the 10K races yesterday at the Germiston Stadium. So that first 2.5 laps completed in about 3:20 minutes. That first kilometer of the 12 kilometers completed around about that 3:20 mark. So we perhaps could be on track to see a really, really good time here. but most importantly, a provincial championship up for grabs over the long distances. And it's brave to go out and run a race like this and try to win a 5 kilometer from gun to tape. In South Africa, when we start to look at seniors, men's-wise, Adrian Vilshoot, one of the best over the 5,000 meters. For women, the 5,000 meter record nationally held by Ilana Meyer. It's a record that has been standing since 1995 of 14:44.05. She ran that time when she was running in Hexdale in Belgium. On the 5 kilometer road, Ilana Meyer is also the record holder there. Rose Taba rose to run really well on the road in 10 kilometers. She also made her status known. Some good cloud cover overhead for the 5,000 meters, which means that these are the optimal conditions that your 5 kilometer athletes love running in. So a gap easily now of 100 meters as our race leader comes over now for, I think, 8 laps to go. So she'll complete almost her first 2 kilometers here. So here is the chasing pack coming through now. Get an indication of the names for you as soon as we have those handy, as soon as we're able to gauge who those race leaders and followers are. There could still be many movements in the positions behind, but for our race leader, doesn't look like there's any challenge being mounted, and that gap increases now to almost 150 meters. She looks at her time, clearly running for some time here. So lapping some of the athletes as she comes over now for 7 laps of the track. She's been running for 7 minutes. Entering now into the second half of the 5 kilometers, 2,800 meters to go. And she's still looking really strong. She's still going really hard out. It's a challenging discipline this. It does require for the athletes to undergo a decent amount of training before. Can't just hop on and attack the 5 kilometers. Needs you fit, needs you ready. Our race leader here comes over for 6 laps. 2,400 meters to go, about to enter into the halfway mark of her race here. She looks really, really strong. I think it's one of the athletes from Waterfall City. I will let you know exactly who our race leader is. Wonder whether it is a junior or a senior that's leading here. I think this might be Miss Zanele Maisa of Waterfall City that's leading the race here. Zanele Maisa is a phenomenal athlete over the 5 kilometers. More of your longer distance running is Zanele Maisa. I think that is the name of our race leader for Waterfall City. Zanele Maisa also runs 10 kilometers on the road. A capable 800-meter athlete as well. At her best over the 5 kilometers, she goes at a time of 17:26:72, and she ran that time earlier this year at the Germiston Stadium. Also a capable athlete, has some handy times over the 400 as well as over the 800 meters. I think she's into her final 2 kilometers here. 3 kilometers done and dusted. The large work has been done, and that means that it was about 10 minutes when she went over for 2 kilometers to go. So it means that she roughly is running at about 3.5 minutes per kilometer. Is Zanele Maisa, elite athlete. She is from Waterfall City. Maisa, at 29 years old, she is a senior athlete. She gained cross-country experience at the Seba Track Gauteng event at the age of 19. However, her interest had already developed in primary school for long-distance running. She says she's concentrating on her speed at the moment. When the African Reporter interviewed her, she's a multidisciplinary athlete that competes both over 800, 1.5, 4-kilometer cross-country races, and she's even good over the 10 kilometers on the road. Among her best performances for Maisa was when she came 4th at the 10-kilometer championships in Bloemfontein with a personal best time of 35:30. She's also delivered some strong performances at the World Cross Country 10-kilometer trials that were held at Tshwane, finishing 5th with a personal best of 37:40. So she's a 10-kilometer girl, this distance, one that she's well capable of beating and getting a provincial title for Waterfall City. Get an indication for you of where our second place is and our chasing athletes. But it's all about Maisa now. She's into her final 1,500 meters here. 3 laps come up on the board for Maisa. She continues to pick up the pace. 12:49 on the clock now so far, 12:54. So Maisa, 3 to go, 1,200 meters. She's done the large picking of this race, having run already 3.8 kilometers. So still Maisa against the field, against the clock. The qualification standard for senior women is 18 minutes 40. I think she'll still be on time for that if she can complete this final kilometer. just how she ran the previous 3.8. She'll have just under a kilometer now to go. I think she'll be able to be well within that 18:40 time. She'll get the sign of 2 laps, 800 meters to go. She's made light work of this 5 kilometers. More high jump action that you see on your double screen there. 2 for Maisa, 800 meters, 14:29 on the clock. Wow, that is quick. She's achieved just outside the podium at the national championships that she's been at, but here in the Gauteng region, she wants to dominate. Young lady from Gauteng. So, hope you're enjoying the coverage here. She is in her final 600 meters now and looking so strong. Looks like she'll be able to be well inside that 18 minutes time. It's only the top, the cream that rises to the top, and she is the top of the crop here, picks up the pace as she will receive the bell now is Zanele Maisa. 1 lap to go for her, 15:53 the time. She's going to be on time for that qualification for the South African team. Let's see whether Maisa can get some of her personal bests though. Her PB this year that she set was 17:26.72 over the 5,000 meters. I think she'll be able to get exactly that here today. She's on time for that 17:26, 16:22 the time now as she enters into the final 300 meters of the race. Still looking really good. She looks like she's in an excellent shape here. And Maisa for Waterfall City Athletics Club looking to be making some really good headway into the final 150 now. 16:48 the time. Wow, what an effort here by Maisa. The crowd comes onto their feet. Her PB, like I said, is 17:26. It looks like she's going to get another personal best here. This is Zanele Maisa for Waterfall City Athletics Club. Smashes her personal best and becomes the South Central Gauteng Athletics 5-kilometer champion. Wow, what an effort by Zanele Maisa. She gave one hell of a showing. You don't often see athletes winning a 5-kilometer from gun to tape. She was able to do that here. She was able to get a personal best and a Central Gauteng Athletics crown. There it is, beating her previous personal best of 17:26.72. 17:11.80 will be her new personal best here at the UJ Athletics Stadium. Gauteng, there is your champion, one of the finest road and long distance athletes. So still lots of running still to go here. Our second place athletes, there she is, she's gone over now. As we see number 2 confirmed. Let you know who that lady is as soon as we're able to get a closer angle on her. There's number 3 now, number 4. They all come flooding in now to complete the 5-kilometer. Those braids hiding that race number at the back. Tough discipline. She's inside South African qualification time. Maisa, the race winner, also inside the standard that she set for herself previously. There is also Central Gauteng Primary Schools Championships taking place today. So a big day for Central Gauteng Athletics, a big day for provincial championships, a huge weekend for provincial championships. As the rest of the field comes through now to complete the race, I think now we're going to have men, senior men. I assume that they'll combine the race just like they did with the ladies' race for the 5,000 meters. As the ladies all come through now, two young ladies from Helpmekaar giving a good showing of themselves. Megan Rumea as well as Megan Haramsa. Good work by them. What a 5 kilometer that was. We've got an hour left on our program. The last race meant to go at 7 o'clock, which is the final of the senior 200 meters. See, there were some noteworthy results at the Athletics Gauteng North Championships today. Of noteworthy mention, Sinesipho Tambile clocking 20.06 seconds today. A world lead and a quick season opener over the 200 meters. Tambile actually hits the Commonwealth Games standard that was announced a couple of weeks ago. So, good starts for Tambile. I'm sure he'll also want to really be a pertinent feature of the relay team. So last couple of finishers coming through now for the 5K. See the men standing handy, standing by. We'll see who'll take the men's race, which will be another really exciting field. Kabelo Mulaudzi will be racing in that race in the colors of Boxer. So will Sesedi Andris. Day 2 of the Central Gauteng Athletics Championships has been phenomenal. We come again tomorrow for day 3. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage as the men get ready for their race, a mixed one as well, which will see the seniors. Geez, we've got a big field here. On my start list here, it says 59. I'm not sure as to whether we'll have that many athletes indeed taking part. The under-20s have got 22. So a huge field that was set for here. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Central Gauteng Athletics making sure to bring you the stream to make sure that you can see some of those leading times. I think my standout performances of today, I really enjoyed watching Tyron Brooks earlier on this morning. Second place for that women's was Ntabi Singh Nteka from Carltonville. And that was phenomenal. The young lady only turning 18 or just turned 18. See, she came second. Thank you so much, our viewers, for assisting us with that. It was really hard to identify race number. So a huge thank you to Kumbulani Korowai for 9472. Shout out to you, man. Or her. Really appreciate the assistance. Ntabi Singh Nteka, rising cross-country sensation. 2024, this young girl was just under 16, so indeed it is factual that she's only turning 18 and running so well. She's a young athlete from Badirile Secondary School in Gauteng. She qualified for the championships, the cross-country championships last year, didn't Ntabi Singh Nteka. And her best, I think she would have also got a personal best here today, perhaps inside 18 minutes, 18:10:68. She'd run that mark at the Germiston Stadium earlier this year on the 28th of February. So the boys up next and ready to do some good work. Just received some of the sheets for the final of the senior 200-meter race. Demi Ocon will line up in lanes 5 for the men's senior 200-meter. Sure, he'll be looking to go quickly there. David Kazadi, Ikhokhonolo Diasi making the mix as well. James Diombo. Wow, we've got a really good lineup for that. Hopley Kayla will look to clinch the girls under 16 200-meter title. She ran really, really well earlier today. But before we have those exciting 200-meter races, we need to conclude the business of the 5 kilometers. Another fresh 12.5 laps on the track. Before we get to the business of the 5 kilometers, we will have the 400-meter decathlon. So before the 5 kilometers, 400 meters decathlon. So this 400-meter decathlon race was meant to take place before the 5 kilometers. However, I think ran a bit behind time on the program, and so it will only take place now. There we get a nice view of the 400-meter starts. So, the men's 400 meters decathlon. I think a mixed race that we've got here too. There's some seniors we see there. This race was in fact meant to take place right before the 5,000, so it was meant to take place after the 400 meter hurdles. But we will have Braun, Hector, Bulelani Makaka, France, Luanda Mataba, Yako Yamkela, Tepo Morosi. So they've combined under 18 and under 20. So the men getting ready. After this, we will then have that 5 kilometer men's race. And so off they go then. First time of asking. This is the 400 meters decathlon. Who takes it though? That's the pertinent question. University of Johannesburg moving well over that back straight. Pacers have got Hector Jordan, who's trying to stay in this fight here. They hit the top bend with about 25 seconds on the board. Let's see if they can get anything inside that 60 seconds. Would be some commendable running. It is the man running out wide. It is the man running inside that lane number 6. It's powering forward here. I think it's the man, Warriors of the West, France, Yonerwa. This is, in fact, the UJ man, 51.30 is the winning time there for the 400 meter decathlon. Like a senior athlete there, we don't have the names, unfortunately. We only have the names of under 18s as well as the under 20s. But good work by that UJ senior man. There's the big field of 5 kilometer runners now making their way to the starters line. So there's the field for the men's 5 kilometer. After these 5 kilometer races, we will bring you the 200 finals. Wow, that should be exhilarating, but a huge field that we've got here. As the starters make their way for the last long distance race of the program today. It should produce a spectacle. Just to see some of the 800-meter results from the Athletics Gauteng North Championships. Nico Choba winning that race, 147.56. He was followed by James Siegler, 147.82, and Jaden De Wet made up that podium, 147.90. Timba Madima ran really well in that race, coming in 4th place in an emphatic time of 147.95 at the age of 36. Is some good running as well from Prati. But here goes the 5-kilometer men race, a big race. Yasho Leompahla Azishege. Waterfall City, a couple of athletes that they've got here. Watch out for Kabelo Mulaudzi, the man who's won various ABSA Run Your City series. In the time here, you can expect something quick. You can expect something really good. The South African qualification standard, 14:40. Let's see, Waterfall City have had some really good athletes. We saw the lady winning her race in the women's senior. That was Maisa Zanele. And now, time for the men. And this is a field that anyone could win it. The winner could come from anywhere here. UJ's Maxime Chomerton making his way up the field now. So, there we see the two colors of boxer, Sesedi Andries and Kabelo Mulaudzi. Looks behind. I wonder if he's got the pace to go with these capable men. After this race, we will, of course, have that 200-meter finals that will wrap up the program here today. But with easily more than 4,000 meters to go, yeah, this is still a very open race. And from UJ, making himself really felt here. UJ have got a couple of athletes here, Themba Tigane, Katlego Madiope. I think it's the man, Maxime, that's doing the business so far. Trying to run a really brave 5 kilometers. So he's run his first kilometer in less than 3 minutes. Wow, that is some handy work there by the UJ athlete, the UJ man, Maxime Chomerton. He is an athlete that is capable of winning and running this race like this. It was back in October 2025 when this man made history and rewrote the record books. At just 23 years old, he became the first South African to ever break 27 minutes in the 10 kilometers, storming to 26:55 at the Transylvanian International 10 kilometers in Romania. He's looking to get something handy here. Wonder whether this type of pace that he set out, he can be able to maintain it. That first kilometer, he absolutely stormed. So 9 laps to go. Mulaudzi and the rest of the boxer men chasing Maxime Chomerton. Earlier this year, this man ran in Sevilla in Spain, where he ran 13:12 over the 5 kilometers. That was on the road, though. Slightly different to the track. He did set a national record for 10-kilometer road running in that race. Rather for 5 kilometers. His best over the 5Ks, the man in the lead, was run in France last year, June, 13:19.66. The rest of the field trying to slowly close that gap. But this man is in excellent form here. When he was asked last year about that excellent time that he ran in Romania, had to credit good preparation to that. So here comes the chasing pair. Andries Mulaudzi looking for the Central Gauteng title. Mulaudzi, nicknamed the podium, the man that's always on the podium. In 2025, Mulaudzi won 4 consecutive Absa Ranyo City 10-kilometer titles, becoming the first man to do so. He ran the Joburg 10 kilometers in 28 minutes and 39 seconds. He's going to have to make up some ground here to catch this man. So, coming over for 7 laps to go. So about to enter into the halfway mark, 2,800 meters to go.